If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button below. Hello. In this video, we read some thoughts of patriotic Indians sent to us via email. Please note that these thoughts are not mine. I am simply reading them so as to inform you. I am only a messenger. One Mr. Chelvipala writes the following. M.K. Gandhi, a highly controversial figure. Hypocrisy of the highest order is seen when political parties and leaders, particularly the Congress Party, the ruling BJP in New Delhi, and even the Aam Aadmi Party are making beeline to the memorial of M.K. Gandhi at Raj Ghat in Delhi to pay obeisance and respects. The key reason is simple. Even after 72 years, the legacy of M.K. Gandhi still maintains a blind spell over the psyche of Indians as the so-called Mahatma. If any political party or its leaders criticize the legacy of M.K. Gandhi, they fear the wrath of the masses at the ballot box. Gandhi's birthday is on October 2. No doubt, there are public holidays and celebrations, solemn speeches, and so on. A reappraisal of his contributions would also be very appropriate on that day. Also, it will be proper to assess his role, in fact, his contribution towards the partition of India. The internet has the following lament from a Hindu refugee from Pakistan who quotes Gandhi's son, Ram Das Gandhi, calling his father curse, a curse on Bharat. Gandhi's son Ram Das Gandhi castigated his father and said, "Your life has become a curse for Hindu Jati." The above statement, a personal account by a refugee, Ashok Madan, was by no means an isolated one. Gandhi himself confessed that he committed many, quote, Himalayan blunders, unquote, and the nation is still paying for them. On October 2, an awakened nation, hopefully, apart from laying wreaths at his statues, also remembers those blunders so that they will not be allowed to be repeated again. Never again should there be a Holocaust like partition of India. Given the recent step of abrogation of Article 370, along with hopefully rebuilding of Sri Ram Temple soon in Ayodhya, will bring a qualitative change, a can-do spirit among people to make India great again. A rare picture of world's greatest con man ever. On the ominous occasion of the manhoosh anniversary of M.K. Gandhi, the top leader of the Congress Party says that their party only follows the legacy of the Duratma, good for her. This person, M.K. Gandhi, was of a unique, disgusting character. He preferred to remain in his conjugal bed when being repeatedly told that his father was breathing his last. Furthermore, he tests his sexuality by sleeping naked with his young granddaughters. Gandhi preferred to be close friends with the millionaires and billionaires for his so-called spiritual and political activities. A true Hindu saint avoids even meeting kings and filthy rich people, and he was a con man. So he pretended to be a sadhu, a fakir, while hobnobbing with the rich and powerful like the Tatas and the Birlas. The Congress Party kills Gandhi almost every day, even though Nathuram Godse opened Narak Dwar for him long time ago. Gandhi failed to prevent the partition of our motherland. Had Gandhi been a true or even a false patriot, he would have said, quote, "We will defend the integrity of India and fight for every inch of her sacred soil till the last breath in our body," unquote. The entire nation was looking at him to say something like that, to encourage and inspire them. For the Hindus in Sindh, Lahore, East Bengal, Sylhet and Srinagar, Gandhi was the only ray of hope for their survival. What Gandhi did or said is known to the whole world. The proof of Gandhi's collapse is the Indian border at Wagah instead of at Khyber Pass, and now so-called Hindu Mukt Srinagar. As the top leader of Hindus, much revered by the brainwashed, enslaved Hindu nation, he had to inspire and not stay quiet in the hour of extreme peril. Tens of millions of Hindu lives, dignity of our daughters, sisters and mothers, and the future of Hindustan were at stake. Talk about the unconditional surrender of India, the land of Sri Ram, Sri Krishna, Mahatma Buddha, Guru Nanak and Guru Gobind Singh, that Gandhi accepted with a grumble, moan, sigh, regret and resignation. Please think in terms of loss of life, land, livelihood, honor, dharmasthans, and the future prospect of an all-out nuclear war in South Asia. When the country got divided into 3 territorial fragments, her Muslims too got divided in 3 fragments. Only a Gandhian cuckoo will assure us that there will be no repercussions and the partition will be followed by Ram Rajya. One, Mr. G.B. Reddy, wrote the following: "May I submit my own subjective view, having escaped the killing ground from where survival of a Hindu and Sikh was rated as 1 in a million chance. Everyone has a different perspective of M.K. Gandhi. The spectrum goes from despicable coward and imperial agent to so-called Pujya, father of the nation. Thus the fact emerges that he was a most controversial figure. He is not on the illustrious podium like Mahatma, Maharana Pratap, Shivaji, Guru Gobind Singh Ji and Netaji Subhash Bose. All the virtues, piety and fame of an old venerated sadhu go immediately if the last act or phase of his life was devious, dishonest, unethical, treacherous or immoral. Last act is the crucial deciding factor, the litmus test whether a person is honored or condemned. Let us look at the last acts of some revered souls of the past. Sri Krishna, did he suggest or silently approve of surrender by Pandavas before the Kauravas? Did Sri Ram go on hunger strike or fast unto death to move the conscience of Ravana? Jesus Christ, did he apologize and repent before the Emperor of Rome to seek released from custody? The 2 little minor sons of Guru Gobind Singh, when they were offered palaces and princesses, if they embraced Islam and adored the Muhammad of Mecca instead of Guru Nanak of Talwandi? What about the Tsars of Russia when Napoleon almost captured Moscow and later Hitler's army reached the outskirts of Moscow? Did they seek peace by surrendering their vast territories? And what about Winston Churchill when the invasion of England was days away and he promised, quote, blood, toil and tears, unquote, instead of seeking peace on Hitler's terms? Now to M.K. Gandhi, who is being celebrated by the ignorant and demoralized nation of slaves or fools, following the example of the coward of millennium, they do not even have the breath to utter just one word, partition. Isn't it horrendous cover-up? Not to recall Sindh, West Punjab and West East Bengal while celebrating the top leader of the time who was supposed to be our man in charge? To put in a nutshell, when a serious threat emerged to the integrity and borders of Bharat, Gandhi, the top leader, lost his nerve. He became a pathetic, nervous wreck, seeking devious devices and cheap compromises like sharing power with the Muslims and having Muslim and Hindu prime ministers on a rotational basis and special job reservations for the Muslims. In the end, he was quite reconciled to the most undignified and humiliating surrender of history when he could not even save the Hindu and Buddhist majority areas and cities like Gilgit and Chittagong. He felt like a mouse in trap. His best colleague and comrade, Jawaharlal Nehru, deserted him to favor Jinnah and Sheikh Abdullah. Under Gandhi's watch, the border fell from Khyber Pass down to Wagah. Tens of millions of the citizens of Bharat faced bloodshed, while millions were killed. Tens of millions took to all sorts of escape routes to survive. Gandhi's lackluster leadership proved lethal for the Hindu nation. In the hour of India's extreme peril, M.K. Gandhi was the biggest liability. On August 14, 1947, Jinnah celebrated his victory, his conquest of one-third of India without firing a shot. On August 15, 1947, Nehru shamelessly celebrated his defeat, while Gandhi was nowhere to be seen. He spent the night sulking and grumbling in his Bhangi colony. Who delivered the speech, quote, "At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awaken to life and freedom," unquote. It should have been M.K. Gandhi as the top leader, the Mahatma, so-called father of the nation, to address the nation at that midnight. Gandhi can be exonerated only by one fact. He was born a slave in a colony, not in a sovereign Hindustan. The rulers can educate their subjects the way they like. They can put attitudes like that of servitude, humbleness, and obedience, while taking away pride, patriotism, and independent thinking. The rulers were so successful in molding the brain of M.K. Gandhi that he began to see the patriots as traitors. Please recall his fear of associating with Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who somehow escaped brainwashing by the rulers and remained sovereign of his thought and belief till the end. When a friend asked me to say just 2 sentences about Gandhi, I replied, I expected him to say, "Rise for the defense of your Bharat Mata. Don't surrender an inch of our territory." If a lion would have roared like that, then Gandhi was a mouse. Finally, the idea is not to expose the moral and physical death of Gandhi, but to look to the future. The future can be sunshine only if the Hindu nation casts off the shackles called Gandhi worship and becomes a race of warriors when the use of sword is justified as the last resort for the righteous cause. If we are honest and brave to know who said that, then we expect to see his statue a foot higher than that of Sardar Patel in Gujarat. Till then, the nation is just like Muhammad Ali Jinnah, attired like a VIP in impressive, expensive British-made suits, while the body was cancer-ridden and death was nigh. Across the bogus border, there is another brainwashed, alienated nation, former Indians, offsprings of Hindu ancestors, celebrating the traitor of millennium who attacked his own land of birth and fragmented it. Thank you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button below. You can also click on the share button and share this video with your friends on WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, or via email.